All right, welcome to this explainer. If you've ever looked out at a packed harbor or a busy bay with dozens of boats zigzagging everywhere and thought, how is this not just total chaos out there? Well, you're not alone. There are no painted lanes, no stoplights, and there are certainly no brakes on a sailboat. Today, we're diving straight into the mechanics of maritime safety. Let's see how the essential rules of the road for sailing actually work in practice directly from the navigational playbook so we can confidently understand who has the right of way and honestly, more importantly, why.
Picture this. You're at the helm. The wind's catching the sails, water's rushing past the hull, and boom, suddenly there's another boat right in your path. You are on a direct collision course. The absolute worst thing you can do right now is panic. Or, just cross your fingers and hope the other guy moves first. So you're faced with the ultimate high-stakes test on the water. Who actually moves? Let's decode the system that answers this question literally every single time.
You know what's crazy? How brilliantly simple this foundational rule actually is. It all boils down to two specific terms, and we color code them to make them stick: port and starboard. When you're on a port tack, I want you to visualize the color red. Red means stop. Or, in sailing speak, you are the giveaway vessel. You've got to alter your course. On the flip side, starboard tack, visualize green. Green means go. You are the stand-on vessel, which means you just maintain your course and speed. This dynamic, it's basically the anchor of all sailing navigation.
Okay, but how do you actually know which tack you're on in the heat of the moment? Well, it actually has nothing to do with which way you're turning. It's all about the wind. Any point of sail where the wind is hitting the left side of your boat, that's a port tack. Boom, you're the giveaway vessel. Conversely, wind coming over the right side, starboard tack. You absolutely have to familiarize yourself with exactly what point of sail and what tack you are on at all times. It is the single most critical piece of info because it instantly tells you if you're the one who has to move.
So, let's say you're on that starboard tack. Wind's on your right, you've got the right of way, but you see a port tack boat getting, well, a little too close for comfort. You can actually alert them to your position by shouting, and I mean really shouting, starboard. It's a standard, universally recognized warning. But, and this is a massive caveat here, you can't just close your eyes and confidently sail on. No way. You absolutely must be prepared to take avoiding action yourself if that other boat ignores your warning. Because right of way, yeah, that never, ever trumps avoiding a crash.
Okay, let's dive right into Section 1, Port meets Starboard Scenarios. All right, first scenario. Both boats are sailing close-hauled, meaning they're sailing as tight into the wind as they possibly can. The boat marked in red is on a port tack. Wind's on the left, so yep, giveaway vessel. The boat marked in green is on a starboard tack, making it the stand-on vessel. If you're sitting in that red boat, it is entirely on you to make a move to dodge the green one.
So what are your options here as the red giveaway boat? Basically, you've got two safe bets. Option 1, which is usually the easiest route, just steer behind the starboard boat, smoothly let them pass right across your bow. But if that's not ideal for whatever reason, there's option 2. You turn your boat through the wind, meaning you tack onto a starboard tack yourself, so you match the green boat's direction and safely sail right alongside them. Either way, you keep completely out of their path.
Now, the crucial thing to remember is that this rule applies universally, no matter how you're sailing relative to the wind. Check out scenario 2 here. The boats aren't fighting upwind anymore. They're cruising with the wind comfortably right behind them. But the core rule? It firmly stands. The red boat has the wind coming over its left side, port tack. Green has it over the right, starboard tack. Red still gives way to green.
Once again, our red boat needs an escape route. Because the wind is behind them, the physical mechanics of the turn are a little different, but the logic is exactly the same. The red boat can choose to turn and pass behind the green boat, or they can jibe, which is bringing the back of the boat through the wind to get onto a starboard tack and sail parallel to the green one. Okay, but what happens when things get a bit messy and we mix up the points of sailing? Here the two boats are doing totally different things. Red is close-hauled, really fighting upwind. Green is on a dead run, just sailing completely away from the wind. So does the difference in their angles change the rule? Actually, not at all. Even though they're sailing so differently, the red boat is still on a port tack and the green boat is still on a starboard tack. Just like before, red has to keep out of the way. It can do this by either tacking completely out of the way, changing its direction entirely, or by turning its nose to steer cleanly behind the green boat. Honestly, just drill this into your head. Port gives way to starboard every single time. Let's actually flip this exact situation in reverse, just to really reinforce how reliable and consistent this fundamental rule is. Here it's the red boat sailing away from the wind on a dead run, but hey, the wind is on its left side, so yep, port tack. The green boat is the one sailing close-hauled now, but with the wind on its right, putting it solidly on a starboard tack.
And this brilliantly illustrates the absolute nature of the port-starboard hierarchy. It literally doesn't matter who is flying fast downwind or who is grinding it out upwind. Red is on port, so red must give way, period. The red boat avoids green by either steering behind it or by turning onto the opposite jibe to just completely clear out of the area.
Moving right along to Section 2, when tacks are identical. Now, this is where things get incredibly interesting. Imagine two boats are converging. You check your wind. Okay, it's on your left. You're on port. You look at the other guy. The wind is on their left, too. You're both marked in red on our mental map. You are both on a port tack. So, who moves now? Well, the primary rule basically cancels itself out, so we need a secondary rule. When both boats are on the exact same tack, the rule shifts directly to their point of sail. In this scenario, the boat that has the wind behind it becomes the giveaway vessel. The boat that's sailing close hauled into the wind, that's your stand-on vessel. Why? Because generally speaking, a boat with the wind pushing from behind has way more maneuverability and speed control. So the boat with the wind pushing it must take avoiding action and steer behind the close hauled boat to keep clear.
Let's jump into Section 3, overtaking and converging courses.
Overtaking is arguably the strictest rule on the water. If you're coming up from behind another boat, catching up to them and getting ready to pass, the rule is absolute. The overtaking boat must keep clear at all times. You bear entirely all of the responsibility for executing a safe pass. The boat in front of you, they just stand on and focus on their sailing. You have to do all the work to get around them.
So how do you pass safely? You've basically got two valid options. You can either sail well to the windward side, that's the side the wind is blowing from, giving them plenty of berth. Or you can choose to turn underneath them and sail well to the leeward side, the side sheltered from the wind. The absolute key phrase here is well to the side. You've got to maintain a safe, comfortable distance at all times during that maneuver.
Finally, let's look at boats on converging courses. Picture two boats sailing roughly in the same direction, but their lines are just slowly pinching together to form a V. In this converging situation, it is the boat on the windward side, the one closer to where the wind is coming from, that becomes the giveaway vessel. That windward boat must proactively adjust its course to avoid a collision or just steer cleanly behind the leeward vessel.
And that brings us to Section 4, the ultimate safety rule.
Look, the reality is that there are countless other complex, totally confusing situations out there. Sometimes visibility drops to zero, sometimes other boats act wildly unpredictably. And that brings us to the golden rule, the real climax of maritime navigation. If in doubt, keep clear of other vessels to avoid collisions well in advance. Your ultimate priority is absolute safety, not asserting your right of way just to feed your ego. Being right doesn't keep your boat afloat, folks. Avoiding the collision does.
So we've laid out the mental framework for you. You know red from green, port from starboard, and windward from leeward. Next time you're out on the water and another sail pops up on the horizon, will you be ready to confidently stand on or smartly step back? Keep visualizing these scenarios, keep studying the wind, and honestly, you'll be navigating those chaotic waters like an absolute pro. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope this sparks your curiosity to dive even deeper into the incredible mechanics of sailing.